can't go in there.
God.
Good to see you, John, by the way.
Good seeing y'all. It's been a minute.
It has.
Yeah, I wish I would have made that class this last weekend.
Yeah, I was wondering if you were going or not.
Man, I can tell you the same thing. I was sitting there at work having a shitty day. These guys already know about it. And I wish I was there so bad.
Well, mine wasn't shitty. I was with a bunch of bikers. We went on a big ride. So
No complaints from you, huh?
Yeah, we're good, Anthony. We are good.
Yeah. All right, everybody share it real fast so everybody knows where did you share it on American Whiskey Dylan?
I'm working on that right now.
Perfect. Perfecto.
Yahoo.
Uncle Joe, you got it.
If I hit share, mine don't have anything other than like photo, document, screen.
Yeah, it's not showing up on me live yet.
If you guys check my personal Facebook, I just shared it.
And we're about to share it on.
You guys can share it from there as well. I'm working on getting it on American Whiskey.
Welcome into a few people.
Not on your page yet.
It's on there right now.
Right now. I'm looking at it.
There it is.
We're looking at it, Uncle Joey.
I was about to say, I know it's on there, buddy.
It ain't got no gays in it.
I know I was wrong with it.
It ain't got no gays in it.
It's not on the American and Whiskey page?
We're working on
yet.
it. We're working on it.
All right.
I'm working
He
on
said
that.
it's on his personal page. His name's Dylan Justice.
All right.
We do have some people hopping in here, though. So that's cool. What's up, y'all? We're about to get started.
Yo.
About to get started.
Uncle Joey has a vacation day tomorrow. So
Uncle Joe, I always have vacation days. You know this.
this jar will not be here when we leave.
Oh, great.
This bottle may also not be here.
I'm
when
pretty
we leave.
sure everybody believes that. That's listening.
I already told the wife.
I know John
said,
Bentz believes it.
I said, Sherry, I said, we might be leaving the car at Anthony's tonight. She said, oh, God.
That means you're gonna have to come get him.
So hold on. You're off tomorrow. Do you have any plans?
No, why you trying to go to Buffalo Trace?
No, I have to work in the
Wait
morning.
a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. Uncle Joe, I might be with it.
Do you mind driving to London?
I can drive to London. What time?
There's a nice little place called Mad Cow there that has a
Yes.
little good selection of liquor.
I can meet you there for lunch.
Anthony can meet us there for lunch. They have good food. I can let you know when I'm going to get off.
All right, Dylan, did you get it on American Whiskey?
Oh, we're live. We're on there. We're
All
good
right.
to go.
Welcome in, y'all. Welcome in.
Yo.
So we're gonna do a few little
I feel like I
things.
can't eat. Oh, there it is. I can barely hear this.
All right. You can barely hear what?
The me. It's
Okay,
just
turn
weird.
him up a little bit.
Just me.
Just him.
Tell me when it's going up.
There, down a little bit. Down. Yes, perfect.
I didn't.
Right.
I didn't.
I
turn
just it was
anything.
weird.
Yes, you did. All right, we're ready here. So
Kind of like here. Hey, Jason, hold on. I fixed this. Listen.
Yeah. We'll have to show that sometime.
Man, that's an after hours.
That was a good one, though, wasn't it?
Dude, that's some of the fun. Dude, I hurt after I left.
Dude,
here,
sometimes I can get people rolling, can I?
Hey, what's up, Matt?
I'm such a troll.
We got Matt Lemaster in here already.
Mr. Lee Master.
Mr. Matt Lee Master, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, motherfuckers, you ready?
Let's go.
We're sold.
Bench, you ready, motherfucker?
Oh, I lost you. There you go. I was trying to bring up the comments, but
You ready?
yeah, I'm ready.
Dylan is our comment guy, so he'll let you know.
All right.
Speaking about comments, I got something for you in a little bit.
Come on, boys. Play me something worth sipping to. Here we go now. All right. Welcome to American Whiskey, where we talk about two of my favorite things, America and whiskey. So grab a glass, grab some ice, drink it neat, drink it however the hell you want. Sit back, relax, and let's talk about where the hell this country's headed. Yeah. Cheers. All right now. That's enough, boys. All right. Let's talk. Welcome back to American Whiskey. We always do the 2 intro music thing because Jake Kendall loves it, so we always do it.
Shout out Jake Kendall, Athens,
Jake.
Alabama.
Yeah, what's going on? Welcome back into the Off the Wall Studios. As always, I'm your favorite fat boy host in the whole entire world, Big Sturge, over on the other side of the studio. We've got Justice League.
How's it going, folks?
And we've got the one guy that will probably not drive home tonight because he's off tomorrow, Uncle Joey.
What's happening, everybody?
And we got that one feller that does tic-tac what? What was that, Dylan?
Tic-tac Moonshiner?
Porn? Something, I don't know what it is.
We don't know.
John Bentz is in the show. Can't wait to ask questions. Woo-hoo. Welcome in, brother.
Thank you, guys.
Welcome. Grab a beer, grab a drink, grab a whiskey, grab whatever it is you sip on, sit back, relax, and let us take you for a fucking joyride.
Let's go.
All right, guys, we're back in here. We're glad you all are here. I know I'm excited. I know Dylan's excited.
Oh, I am.
I said Dylan. Justice League.
I'm excited.
I know. Uncle
Todd's
Joey.
excited over there.
Who?
Todd.
Who's Todd?
Thought you were.
Why am I Todd?
I don't know.
I'm confused.
Hmm.
Anyways. Any fucking ways. John Bentz, we're really happy that you're here with us today, man. I know you've been giving us people to interview and having a good time, man. We're glad we got the opportunity to get you back on here because we did have you on about a month ago at Farm Bottle. But man, it's cool to have you on here where there's not as much noise and we get to ask you some questions now.
You say that as the dogs start going haywire.
Sorry
It
about
was
my
a
dogs.
little noisy at Farm to Bottle.
Yeah, it
I
was,
have a
it was
feeling
definitely
after-
noisy.
I have a feeling after a few brief conversations with Dan Gray, that will not happen next year.
Right. So, Dylan, what do we do every time we start an episode?
Whoa, Big Sturge. What the hell are you sipping on?
All right, you guys ready for this? I just took a shot of Uncle Tuck and Reds. Lemon drop?
Nope.
What was that?
Old Granddad.
Ooh.
That is a private label. He don't sell that.
God. Well, no, whatever.
It was good stuff,
It
though.
was mixed with his stuff, so it's delicious. And then I'm also sipping Coke Zero and Quality House by Heaven Hill.
There
Big
you go.
surprise.
Nice.
Justice League.
So I'm drinking on a Miller Lite. And then Uncle Joey and I were talking last week when we tried the Penelope Toasted. He said he had a bottle and he wanted us to compare. He brought his bottle. I didn't even think twice about it. I just poured a little drink of it. And then I looked at the two bottles and realized they're the same exact char, same
bottle.
same exact batch number. We're drinking the same bottle. So
You
I
guys
just
are a
got a
bunch
free
of
drink
idiots.
off of him. I'm an idiot. I got
Bunch
a free
of
drink.
idiots.
We bought them in the same vicinity. That's about the only.
All right.
Yeah.
Before we get
Well-
to Mr. John Bentz, let's ask Uncle Joey, what are you sipping on?
Well, I started my evening off with about 4 shots of corn liquor, and then I came over here, and I've got a jar of Big Easy's blueberry lemonade.
This is going to be great.
And then we started off. I finished off Tucker, like you said. I had a bottle of Tuck's Old Granddad. It's some honey shine that Tucker makes, and I wanted to finish it. And I thought the two better people to share it with was Dylan and Anthony. So we smashed the rest of that.
That was some good stuff, man.
yeah, that's
I
good.
appreciate it.
Thank you, Tucker. We appreciate you very much.
All right. We got Mr. Moonshiner John Bentz over here with a lovely selection of beverages above his big old head. What are you sipping on?
Well, I've got my bourbon that I'm making old fashions out of.
Ooh, how do you make your old?
Yeah, that was my question.
Not really.
Well, that was what I was going to say. How do you make your old fashions?
Well, I don't measure anything, so it's straight bourbon, 125 proof. We'll say private label, as Uncle Joey said. Private label bourbon, and then just some simple syrup and some orange bitters. So
That's a combo.
yeah, we're still tanking around probably 115, 120 at that point.
So
Hmm.
have you ever tried agave instead of the simple syrup?
No, I haven't.
Give it a try sometime. Try an old fashioned with agave. It's a nice little different twist.
Tequila.
Well, just the
Tequila.
agave syrup. It's just the agave syrup.
No.
It makes a nice little.
If it gets over to tequila, that's out of my area.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can sweeten with agave maybe, but I don't like the taste of tequila. So
Man, that's the best way I've found to drink drinks here lately with tequila. I'll put lemonade, agave, and some triple sec, and it makes a good drink with lemonade
Yeah,
instead
it
of
does.
sour mix. So basically, it's a kind of a hillbilly margarita is kind of the way I call that.
All right, so John, it was kind of mentioned a little bit when we were in the intro, and Anthony told me to hold off a second. We saw a little comment on Facebook, and we were wondering what the heck Tic Tac Moonshiner is.
Tic Tac porn, I think I saw too.
Yeah, we saw Tic Tac porn and Tic Tac Moonshiner.
Well, I know the Tic Tac probably comes from Roger Dingy on there. That's probably his comment.
I think we had a couple.
That's a going joke about size wise.
Yes, it was Roger Dingy.
Yeah.
One of our-
Bell,
There was
brother.
Oh, we're going below. Okay, gotcha.
They kick you where you live, man. That's messed up.
yeah, there was a meme or a video or whatever going on where it said, your wiener's the size of a Tic Tac, and the boy said that's why your breath smells so good.
There
So
it is.
one day Roger said something, and he got that same thing from me. So
Ooh.
Yes.
So is that just something that stuck? Is them calling you Tic Tac Moonshiner then?
no, he's just horsing with me.
Yes.
There's a lot of names Roger calls me.
I do have control of changing his name.
So John, go ahead and give us some info about yourself.
Well, I've been distilling for about 15 years. Went on master distiller after a while, and ended up taking second.
Ben, I know Dylan, you were looking in. We were just talking about
Yeah.
that before Uncle Joey showed up. What season would that have been? Just in case anybody listening hasn't heard that.
Should be season 4. Now they listed it weird for a while. It was season 5 at one point, and then it was season 4. Depending on which app you got on looking at it. But it was season 4, episode number 6, I believe, Firefighters Flame Out, or Firehouse Flame Out.
Perfect.
So that was another question I had. Where does the whole firefighter pull into this? Because I saw on your Facebook the firefighter challenge and everything. I'm assuming you're a firefighter. Is that all that went into play there?
Yeah. So when they called, they actually asked, if I was currently still a firefighter, if I'd be fine with wearing my fire gear on camera, which I told them, in that hot of an environment, just to be running. I thought she meant, actual fire gear. I told her, hell no. By the end of it, I wore my fire shirt and my hat. So.
Gotcha.
So
Yeah, I don't think you'd want to be in full fire gear making shots.
Oh, hell no.
Hell no.
But,
Of course, I think I heard one of you guys got burnt at one point.
Okay, time out.
May have burnt his hand.
Listen,
So, you could have been wearing a Nomex and been all right.
Burnt his little, he
Or
burnt his-
it was your hands, wasn't it?
Mr. Bentz, let me explain.
Wait,
he's going to
Easy-
blame Big Easy is what this is
Big
going to happen.
Easy
See?
went over to
There it
the
is.
still and was caressing it like a freshly shaved 30-year-old woman's beautiful leg. And so I was like, well, he said, come over here and, feel it. So that way, And I'm like, okay. So I go over there and I decide to caress it with my sweaty palm. And it said, shh, like a seared steak on a cast iron skillet. And I still have a burn on my hand. How long has it been?
It's been a hot minute.
Couple months.
So I still have like 2nd-degree burn on my hand. So yes, that would have been me.
Scarred for life.
I
running.
do-
You must lotion a lot.
No, that's the thing. I'm a maintenance man at work. So, I have calluses, but those were burned off.
You remember the movie Life? You got soft hands.
Yes.
Like a lady.
So Dylan, I know I told you you're taking over today, but I want to go back. Uncle Joey asked a question about who you are, John. Let's who
Yes, this is you.
Go ahead, Dylan. Go ahead.
And I had talking about more of who you are, just trying to get a little info for this interview. I saw that there was something about a firefighter challenge. Were you a part of that? Because I've seen those on TV from time to time, and that shit looks cool as fuck.
Our firefighter challenge, that was actually the original name of the show, and then they swapped it on us last minute. So that's what that came down to. Now day to day, I work an 8-hour job or 9-hour, whatever it ends up being. I do maintenance as well. I have 3 different contracts with 3 different facilities, which really turns into 8 different facilities. I cover 5 McDonald's, a car wash, and the 2 car washes actually, and the storage units. So, day to day, I'm working with my hands, and then throughout the day, if the pager goes off, volunteer firefighter, day or night, don't matter.
You're in West Virginia, John?
No, I'm in Ohio, which, I mean, if you look off on my porch, you can see the woods on the other side of the river. So,
yeah, because remember, he was up on Doug's wall of the Ohio Master, like the distillers that had competed on the show, I believe.
Oh yeah, on the down the
Ohio
place.
guys. Yeah, yesterday. Remember?
Miller's.
hell, I finally made the wall, huh?
Are you in Millersport? Is that where you're at?
Middleport. Yep.
Port Middleport. Now I remember.
Our closest big town, I guess, will be Gallipolis, or go up to Athens, OU area.
What about Marietta? How far are you from Marietta?
Probably 40, 45 minutes.
My daughter lives right across the river in West Virginia. What's that? Williamsburg?
Yeah, Williamsburg.
Next time we're down there, brother, we may have to have lunch, dinner, drink.
Yeah, hit me up. I mean, we'll run up, or you can run down. There's not a whole lot in our area, so.
So, John, I know one of the biggest things Dylan and I were talking a little bit ago, and I know Jason, you did a good job on your last interview with it was Doug. You did, remember, down in your basement there, and Dylan, we were talking about what gets people into moonshine.
Right.
I thought that was a cool, we probably talked 15-20 minutes about it, like what gets somebody into that path or distilling in general. I mean, it's not always just moonshine.
Right. It can be a lot of different things.
So what was it for you that kind of got you wanting to gravitate towards that and learn about it and kind of try to master that?
I just had a buddy that made it, and after he made it for a while, I kind of helped him out. I guess I'd call myself a steel hand at that point, maybe, or maybe it's in the bikers world, a hang around. But we made it for a little while together. He quit making it. I ended up getting me a small 8-gallon keg and built my own out, a pony keg, and ran it for a long time with just like a C shape, like a block pit with a piece of screen shaker over top of it, and ran it under actually open fire.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Oh, that's cool. Hell yeah.
So a lot of guys actually will tell you they've never ran open fire. Some will tell you they do run electric. I've ran turkey burner and I've ran wood fired, but I've never run electric yet. So that's kind of next on the list.
Wood fire would be interesting because I think, and I could be wrong. I don't know if anybody's listening that could comment like any other distillers. But John, I would think that wood would give it some type of character. I mean, that smoke, does that affect the taste?
It can, as far as if it's getting to where your actual distillate's coming out. If it's not getting to where, the smokiness to where your distillate's coming out, it's not going to. Other than, higher temperatures, you might get more, fiery liquor. That's why a lot of guys like to run it a little bit slower. Other than that, if the smoke's not getting exactly into where it's going in the jar to the money spout, it's not going to do anything other than, temperature wise.
Coon Peter or no Coon Peter?
Depends on which one I would be running. If it's a straight shot out, no, I guess a little bend down to it, I'd put a coon pecker in.
So,
But
my question to you, John, on that, you said wood, you said electric. What's your favorite to run from start to finish? And what are the differences there?
Well, I'll tell you, the wood was really, really difficult. You're always scraping some out, putting some back in, trying to keep that temperature. And that's the only time I've ever actually really watched a temperature gauge because of that issue. normally it would be a turkey burner and just crack it to where you drip, spurt, and let her run. If I was running something a little bit bigger, like a 50-gallon, and I think Sean Rigsby would agree with me, and probably Wild Bill and Rachel would agree with me, at least a matchstick, right around a matchstick size string.
Okay.
So, I mean, really, I would prefer a turkey burner because I can turn that knob down.
When we were at that class, Jason, that's interesting. We didn't hear the analogy of a matchstick. So that's interesting to hear from another distiller, another way of judging that. You know, we heard different ways yesterday. I mean, you know.
Yeah, how was that? Did you guys, learn, or not learn, but do pretty good, I guess, soak up?
I was just get to like the wood, like, because I think first off, I think it'd be cool to do like a bonfire or like a wood, like the wood way, like the old school way. But I would assume, would electric be the easiest way to control that temperature?
I would think it would be, but I can't comment on that really because I haven't ran one.
If you remember, Anthony, Doug was saying something about he runs all 4 elements.
Yeah, right.
It gets to a certain temperature. He cuts one element back, gets to a certain.
But when Big Easy was running, he ran propane, right?
Yeah, but he cut his propane back.
He's a turkey burner guy.
Yeah.
After he got it.
And it seemed like it controlled fine.
Yeah. After he ran his, he was saying it could feel how different levels of.
Yeah, I agree. After I simmered my hand on that, I felt the same way.
Well, I mean, that's what, I don't go off temperature gauges when we was on the show, you had Mike on one side of me and Gabe on the other side of me, and they're talking about their temperature differences, and they're asking me, and I'm over there just rubbing my hand across it, checking it out, because that's how I was taught. I mean,
how I was taught.
Let me ask you this: so you were saying that's how you were taught? You've never ran off a gauge. You've always learned the feel, the sensory, the method.
Yeah. If you would ask me, other than what's on paper, if you would ask me, what temperature does your heads come out? What temperature does your tails come out? Because it's really going to be kind of different for every mash.
Right.
If you would ask me that, I mean, I'd be like, well, hell, I don't know. I just touch it, see how hot it is. And, I'll take some in my hand, smell it and feel for oils.
That was my next thing. So in all reality, it's more like a touch, feel, and smell kind of thing. Yep. How long did it take you think, as a moonshiner, to get that where you felt comfortable? Because I'm sure in the beginning you did a lot of questioning with I'm sure the smell, it probably either smells like sweet or it smells like, what I'm understanding, smells like cleaner. So you get that fingernail cleaner smell out.
Like a methanol.
Is it a really distinct jump though? Can you really go from 5 minutes, 10 minutes where you're smelling it to where, damn, there's a big difference? Or is it?
It can be.
Okay.
Yeah, it can be, depending on how fast you're running it, how hard. You might go through a half quart and be, just heads, and then jump into your, your hearts, your hearts, normally you're going to be quite a ways out. I mean, normally for a good rule of thumb with a 10-gallon still, I'm normally pushing about jar number 3 to 4 to start them.
Is your good jar, right?
But your best jar is normally, going to be 4 to 5 or whatever.
So where did you start? A 10-gallon? Is that where you started running?
I actually started with when I was running with the buddy, he had a 15-gallon beer keg. So I don't really count that because I was just hanging out and I was the official taste tester.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that. You were, like you said, you were learning along the way. You were building your confidence up, helping him run his still.
So my next one, I built both of them almost at the same time, was the 8-gallon pony keg. And it kind of, the way I did it, I came up, I teed out, come up, teed back in, and dumped into a jar thumper, and then came out with a Liebig condenser.
So what were you pulling off of that?
To start, I would pull, 160 area. roughly 150, 160. I was doing pretty good. If I packed, a little bit in the actual column, in the bottom of the column, I could get 170 roughly. But it was a small still. It was an 8-gallon, so it would peter out pretty quick.
So,
Oh,
how much liquor does an 8-gallon produce? Does that depend on the mash? Does it depend on what you're running?
It really depends on the mash, but if you get it almost perfect, you're going to be about 10 to 12%. So if you're running 8 gallons, 10% of 8 gallons. If you're running 10 gallons, you'll probably get, a good gallon maybe. You might get a little bit more depending on the match.
right.
So-
And that's why I think that was something that we were kind of, there's always just it's a difference every time you may run. Like there's always, you run one time, you might get something you might get a little bit more. And then, the next time you run, you might get a little less.
Yep.
I don't know.
Yeah. Lately, I've had people not calling, but messaging me and asking questions about it. And had a guy the other day, he messaged me and he said, I got a half a quart. He said, and it's cloudy.
Mhm.
He said, my other half, he said, it's cloudy. He said, what's going on? And I said, well, you either didn't convert. And then he advised me that, that he was running off of a sugar shine. And I said, then you either didn't end up, getting your alcohol conversion from the sugar, or you had a leak, or you didn't put enough sugar in it, something to that area.
Right. So talking about the way you've been making, John, what's the biggest difference and what do you prefer when it comes to like copper and stainless?
A lot of guys say they tell a huge difference in it. I have ran all copper. I have ran copper and stainless together. I've never ran a all stainless. So when I say copper and stainless, it's normally copper pot, stainless cap, stainless thumper, stainless worm. I would be interested to see what a all stainless would do, just to see the difference.
And then I know I'm probably going to catch some flack for this one. We've had a lot of comments here. He
monitors the comments.
I'm having trouble of picking out which ones are real questions and which ones are fucking with you.
Yeah, they're probably 90% BS.
Oh, I'm just going to go with Big Easy's here. I don't know if he's fucking with you or actually asking this. He said, how much corn do you use in your mango?
Tell Big Easy to kiss my ass. So that actually stems from the fact that I believe there's a fine line between calling it brandy, because I am a brandy guy. I like to do brandy. On the show, I done blueberry brandy, and there wasn't a bit of corn in mine. Don't have a problem with the fact if someone adds corn to their brandy, but that is now considered. There's two things people call it: either a mountain brandy or a poor man's brandy. Mm-hmm. And when I tasted his peach that he brought me, we was in Gatlinburg hanging out, and we had been drinking, and we went to the Space Needle and got like this piece of pizza that was like that big.
Did you guys
it was a quarter pizza. So I had it rolled up, eating it like a burrito, walking down the road. And he hands me this jar of peach brandy, and I took a drink, and I asked him, I said, damn, is that corn liquor? So that's where that's stemming from. He just giving me hell.
I thought the whole brandy thing was interesting. For anybody that's listening now, Uncle Joey and I went to a class over at Northern
Yankee Moonshine.
Okay,
shout out Doug Taylor.
Yep. Shout out Doug Taylor. I don't know if we can at Doug Taylor if he's on YouTube or not.
YouTube.
Or on our Facebook page where we shared it. But we went to a great class. It was a great time. Did you hear his wife? I don't remember her name. I'm blinking here. Cheryl. She tried to do a brandy, I believe it was, or one of them did, and they shut them down because there was like one difference off, and they wouldn't let them call it brandy. Did you hear that, Uncle Joey?
Oh, it was with in the bottling process with
Is
the
that what
state
it
of
was?
Ohio. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can't. There's certain things you can call it and certain things you can't. So
Because it was a honey shine or something.
Yeah.
it says honey peach.
Was Uncle Joe. I just remembered
Yeah.
when he said that, I remembered, what they are sticklers on that.
It really sounds like it's a hard battle for these legal distillers and moonshiners.
Yes.
The uphill battle that they face with the state of Ohio.
I mean, to even make $1 sounds like it's a difficult process.
I commend every one of you legal moonshiners because it sounds like a lot of hard work and a lot of effort that it takes to keep that business pumping after what the good old state of Ohio wants to do to you guys.
Yes, absolutely.
So, I think that probably is what deters a lot of these guys from even being able to start a legal distillery. Just the fact that, unless you've got some good sponsorship, some good backing, or a rich uncle, it's just hard to make it happen, man.
Yeah, that's 100%.
And I know, I know we've all tasted it. These guys make some damn fine liquor, and it's surprisingly that they can't get a legal distillery. But
yes,
I know everything we tasted out of Mr. Bentz here is effing amazing. I'm sorry, it's fucking amazing.
Well, the problem with it is when you go to the state, they're going to tell you what you can put in that jar and what you can't, what flavors, what sugars, all that.
You got to send it all to the
before you can even make it.
Yep. They're going to tell you exactly what you can put in it. Like Hatfield's distillery up there, they was making it kind of sounded weird, but it was a lavender moonshine. And it had something like a seagrass extract or something in it. And it was automatically kicked out because the state doesn't allow it, or, on the federal level, whoever doesn't allow it.
Did you try Johnson's jar at Farm to Bottle with the seagrass in it, John?
Yes. I actually I think it's his corn liquor one up there because I stole it off of the back of the truck after the outlaw contest.
As we all may or may not know, Uncle Joey was a train wreck at Farm to Bottle.
You weren't a fucking train wreck. Don't say train
I'm not
wreck.
A train wreck, but I had
you were a great time.
Listen, I had a really good time. And Tim stopped me as we were walking in. He said, "Hey man, try this."
And then you got thrown under the bus.
It was his seagrass.
The second day.
Yeah, he was a derailment at that point.
But that seagrass, it left a really cool flavor aftertaste, man. That was a really cool jar. I don't even know what seagrass is, but it was cool as shit.
I'm assuming it's the grass in the sea.
Yeah, I don't. It probably has.
Yeah.
Hey, John.
It's probably freshly grown in a garden.
Right.
Hey, John, we have someone in the comments. I wanted to let you know, firefighter moonshiner Buddy West said hello.
Yeah, that's a special buddy of mine. So.
Oh yeah. Was that the festival?
He wasn't at Farm to Bottle. We first met down at the popcorn. I had this helmet here with me. I take it everywhere I go on the festivals. It sits on my table. You guys seen it at Farm to Bottle?
Sure did.
So I brought Wes back behind the tent to take a picture with him. Wes has Down syndrome. He's 21, I think, now. So we put the helmet on him. We took a picture, and next thing I know, he was signing autographs.
Wow. If I'm not
that is awesome, man.
If I'm not mistaken, John was his wingman the rest of the day.
Oh yeah, we went and seen well, that was actually the next festival. Sorry. When I was his wingman. That festival, he hung out probably, I'm gonna say, about 4 hours at least, signing autographs and stuff. And then when we left there, Wes's mom and dad got a hold of me, and they thanked us and everything for what we did, because we gave him a few things, made him feel right at home with us, because that's honestly what us moonshiners should do.
Absolutely. What you should do, it is what you guys do.
Yeah, good point there, Jason. That hits home for a lot of different people.
It does.
I mean, I don't know if he's on or not, but I want him to know that American Whiskey's shouting him out.
Yeah,
and tell me if I'm wrong here, John. The person commenting is Megan Jones. Is mother?
That's his mom. Yep. And
Megan Jones.
What's his name again?
Wes.
Oh, Wes.
Buddy, shout out to you, brother.
Yes, American and Whiskey.
We're gonna
appreciate
send you
buddy.
guys comment below what his shirt size is so we can get him a shirt.
Private
please.
message the address.
Yes, please.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, please.
Please,
And John,
please.
he is 20 years old.
20 years
Megan
old, huh?
said.
20. Okay. I thought he was 21. We was getting ready to go party.
Big 21.
Big 21.
Oh, snap.
Yeah. Uncle Joey says don't take him with Bentz because it can get rough.
Yeah, and it really hits home for me too, and I know Jason too. I mean, my son's name's Ryan. I named him after my brother after we were adopted as kids because my brother had autism and you know it is a struggle, and it can be painful at times. But man, the way that they push through and fight and yeah, man. So it's a huge shout out. So
We appreciate it.
We ended up having them over to Maggie Valley to Hillbilly Jam.
Oh yeah, the hell yeah.
Hotter than hell, you know, all kinds of people there. Of course, you got Wild Bill, you got me, and you got Tracy Bumgardner, which builds steels, all lined up. You know, I stayed in contact with Wes's mom. We got approval of some different stuff.
Very
They come down and we made him an honorary moonshiner.
That's awesome.
He got his own 3-gallon still that was engraved to Wes, the firefighting moonshiner.
So
Anthony,
John, Jason, Anthony, real
what you
quick.
don't know is I've already dug deep into this,
yeah.
and I've already shed some tears for this young man. So,
Well, to be honest,
so-
mean, it's not something that I knew about Jason. You know,
I'm going to step in
know,
here, Anthony. Megan, Anthony said I could take a little bit of control today. So
yeah, absolutely, brother.
if you would like to hop in here and actually join the live
Love
and
to
talk
have
to
you.
us a little
Love
bit,
to
we
have
would
you.
love to have you on.
or if he would like to jump in,
yeah, both
Yeah,
of them.
bring Wes in, bring her in. Dad's a good guy, you know.
So, John, while he's Dylan's working behind the scenes.
Hey,
here to see if we
John,
can do that. Go
Your
ahead,
invite that you got, if you have them on Facebook, could you share that with them?
Well, he's got this.
Oh, yeah, he's got his phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm very
Just get-
technological.
So while he's
Not
working
that.
here, we'll keep chugging forward here. But I do want to say, you know, I had not heard of Wes before prior to this, but this definitely hits home for us. I mean, that's what my wife does for a living. It's very cool to see, just the like the moonshine community. Jason, you and I have had tearful conversations in this basement at times because of how welcoming they are.
oh,
And
these guys are awesome. Man.
let's be honest. It's a sisterhood. It's a brotherhood. It's
family. It's more. It's family.
and we can feel that. American whiskey feels that. I mean, let's be completely candid. I mean, it is literally a amazing community to where when somebody needs something, they're there. Whether it's for support, whether it's learning. I mean, let's be honest. Uncle Joey, how much did we learn yesterday?
Man, that was a day of information right there, Anthony.
And just
Really
for a
was.
bunch of dudes that have regular jobs that have nothing to do better on a Saturday, and we run down there and we got moonshiners out the ass that weren't like Sean was there. He spoke. He wasn't meant to spoke. I mean, and he did.
Yeah. Sean,
Tom, right?
Sean, Tom, and Doug, all from season 2. Hey,
Yeah, exactly.
Listen, let's go ahead and throw Big Steve under the bus. Big Steve has a new nickname. It's Steve Rigsby. We're gonna call him.
Oh, wow.
Oh, shit. Was he late?
Steve Rigsby. Is it Watson? Is that his last name, John?
Steve Watson.
I believe now American and Whiskey has helped pass this on, but he will now be known as Steve Rigsby Watson because he pulled the no-show.
Mm.
That's the one that slept in.
Yeah, he said he
I remember
he
now.
texted Doug overslept, man.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
It would have been cool to have him there. Mr. Watson, it would have been awesome to have you there. I get it. I've slept in a time or two in the past, but we had a good day, man. It would have been cool having you there.
I want another pork sandwich.
I've seen all you guys. He'd be just towering over you. So, I mean.
Sure, yes.
He's not as round as me.
All right. So
I
we
win.
Well, no, but
help us out here. Megan said, I look like a hot mess. We hiked 8 miles yesterday, but Wild Bill and Rachel said, Megan, you're a beautiful hot mess and all. So get
Hop
on here,
on.
Megan.
Get your boy on
Get
here.
on here, Megan.
yeah, it don't matter. I mean,
Don't feel comfortable.
It's understandable.
Let's schedule her another night, boys.
Listen, first off, I'm always a hot mess.
Yeah, Megan, we're always a hot mess. Look at us.
But he's got a mug and jug t-shirt on. I got a Carhartt with a hole in the back.
Mug and jug.
I got a pimple on my eyebrow. Like I got all kinds of shit going on. So, John, I do have some other questions that were brought to us by some listeners and by Dylan as well, and myself, and watching Uncle Joey's last week. But some of the things about mistakes sometimes are hard to admit, right? So has there been a time while you've been distilling that you've made some of those bigger mistakes and that you learned from them, and what are some of those mistakes that you did make?
You ever blow anything up?
Well, I've never blowed anything up, but I'll tell you, if you don't believe you make mistakes in distilling, you might as well quit. If you're perfect, you might as well quit.
Right.
Because I'm always learning from anyone, and I'm always sharing what knowledge I do get. Damn, he put on a Steelers jersey, didn't he?
What?
That's a first off, Uncle Joey
know
made 90 proof bourbon go through my nose just now. So give me.
But yeah, I mean, if you think you're perfect at it, you might as well quit. Same thing, I take it all the way across the line. We train for fire, we train to be perfect, but no one's perfect, so we train.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with distilling. If you're too perfect and you can't make a mistake, then you might as well be done because you mastered it. Just be out.
Find another hop.
Well, I know Sean and Big Easy have talked about on podcast about mash and banana mash and shit going everywhere. Have you ever
Oh yeah. I had a potato mash one time. I was doing a potato vodka, and I come out to the garage and I had about 50 pounds of potatoes, mashed potatoes, all over the floor.
Hey, wasn't that Jason? Wasn't the Jason? No one knows who Jason is. Uncle Joey. Didn't Sean say he had something on the dining room table?
Dude, it was on the ceiling. He said,
yeah.
That was probably a banana, I figured.
I mean, there's going to be a lot of people listening, and Dylan will tell you, we've got random people ask us questions all the time because they think we know, even though we don't. We're just some podcasters that like to drink. And so there's going to be people listening that are new with this, that are thinking about getting into it. How do you prevent from your potato mash from blowing up in your dining room? How do you
barrel space?
Yeah,
what is it?
Yeah. Good. Yeah. Barrel. Yeah, Jason. I mean, is it
between the liquid and the top of the barrel? Is that you got to give yourself some room?
What does somebody have to do to make sure that they're not pissing their wife off because of some bullshit they're doing in the garage?
You want to make sure you got enough headroom.
So, do you want
and ventilation also? So, if you do,
that's like a chair. Do that, bro. That's not your first
Uncle Joey. Hop on the old fashions, please.
No, not tonight.
Why?
All right, give me a minute.
Thank you.
You won't do an old fashioned with me? Come on.
Okay,
come on, Uncle Joe.
All right, so everyone,
Uncle Joey,
Megan, I just sent you a friend request on Facebook. I can send you the links on there. She said, "I'm pretty sure Wes is getting ready. If I can figure out how to get him on, we will."
Awesome. That just make my day because Megan actually still keeps in contact and sends me pictures, and I get a lot of pictures of him wearing my shirt. She told me that she had to make him change for school one day because he was wearing my shirt for school. He's done cover photos wearing my shirt. He's just a ball of joy.
I love that.
It doesn't, I guess for us three, since Uncle Joey left, for us three, we worry about shit like, the next water bill or light bill or, we got to take the kid here or whatever. Kind of what hit home for me was when he came to the booth and, he was all smiles. He was ecstatic to be there. So, that really, I guess, changed my mind on some things.
Yeah.
And that's why we did what we did. And I'd
John,
like to actually.
Does it change your mind or does it bring awareness? You know what I'm saying? It's
well, really brings awareness,
That's what it is. That's what it's all about. And I wish my wife, she's amazing. She's with 4 kids right now upstairs, but I wish she could even, kind of weigh on this, because that's what she does for a living. And it's not necessarily change who you are or anything, but it does, but it's the awareness that it brings. The
Are we
fact
getting
that, yes, Uncle Joey broke up in the middle of it too. So he may
honestly, I wouldn't have been able to do what we did for him at Summer Jam if it wasn't for Tracy Bumgardner. Me and Wild Bill chipped in, gave him some money towards the copper, but Tracy Bumgardner built him a still, took all of his time, made the still, engraved the still, brought the still with him when we was being threatened by the ALE for having stills on site. So that also turned around and gave him a shirt, a cup, whatever. I forget exactly what it was. And then Wild Bill chipped in with some shirts and hats and cups. So, everything we did was a team effort between all 3 of us. So without those 2, and, Amanda Bryant actually chipped in, which I say actually chipped in. Anything I ask that woman to do, her or Jay, they normally do. So any fundraiser or anything like that, I can always count on them. But those are kind of my go-to people that, they really helped out with the thing for Wes and made it special.
Everybody that's out there tonight, just shout them out. I mean, shout out. You said her name's
Amanda Bryant. She's the one actually on Moonshiners, the redhead on Moonshiners.
It's her son, right?
No.
So she's the one that threatened, if Jay's watching, she's the one that threatened her boyfriend Jay and told him he had to get everything out for him. Jay's a good guy. He normally helps us out quite a bit. We try to do, anything we do is a fundraiser normally. From Maggie Valley, Paul's, Popcorn Sutton Jam. I've done a few fire department ones. This last weekend, I done the BKMC, which was the Brothers Keepers. That's why I couldn't be with y'all this weekend. It actually goes to SCARS, which is a pediatric burn unit. So anything we do as a community, we normally try to do together, and we do it for a fundraiser of some sort.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So, Megan, I sent you a message from my personal account on Facebook. It has a link on it. You just have to click that and you'll be able to join.
Didn't you have some barbecue sauce at Farm to Bottle that was from a guy that was raising some money for somebody?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, Christopher McClausley. Now, it's actually his barbecue sauce. So he sells it online. He's on there under Shine Barbecue and McClausley Wood Art.
Tag him on that.
He has he has East Tennessee Mellow Moon. He's got 2 legal bottles with him, actually 3 now, because he just dropped the vodka.
Nice. Oh yeah, his vodka. I have seen his all over Facebook. Absolutely, yes.
Yep. So he's a good guy. He's a volunteer fireman too, and I don't know the whole situation, but he is in a wheelchair. He comes and sees me every once in a while. We shoot the shit. He drives 4.5 hours to come down here. So,
all right. So, Mr. Bentz, I have a question. There's a guy in my messages right now that just keeps blowing me up. His name's Sean
Peterman.
Sean Rigsby.
Shoot.
He wants to know, he's a big fan of the podcast.
Big fan.
Big fan.
Day one fan.
And I think his friend Ian as well. They've been #1 fans here.
They're top contributors.
They're always giving us love, but they said
hangovers.
We couldn't believe that John Bentz is on here tonight. He's an amazing. We love him. Look at that, Sean. Look at that. So Sean,
look at that support.
Sean wants to know, because of being the fan that he is, and he said you're incredible. Every parts of you are incredible. He's seen a lot of parts of you, and he thinks you're just an incredible person. But he wants to know, Ask him why everything he makes tastes like corn liquor. And that's from Sean Rigsby.
These guys are such haters, aren't they, Mr. Bentz?
Again, that's Sean Rigsby. I don't know if you know who that is. He's just
Master distiller Sean Rigsby.
He's just a guy that we know.
Yeah, the guy that won first but always shows up last.
Yes.
Hey,
Dang.
Yes.
We got Megan, guys.
I will say,
Megan's coming in right now.
Hold up.
the American and Whiskey podcast ensured and guaranteed that Sean Rigsby
Uncle Joey,
would be
hold
in
on
the
here.
class.
We got Wes's mom, right?
It might be Wes. We don't know
Okay,
yet.
here we go. It's hooking up right now.
Who do we
It
got?
says it's connecting to audio.
The mystery.
It's a mystery. That's right.
I bet it's Wes. She said he was getting ready. I bet we got Wes.
We love. There we go. We got it. What's up? bud?
I know it.
Wait a minute.
Hi everyone. I got something back there. 5 minutes.
This
is
Oh, yeah. Look
Hey,
at that
John.
banner, boy.
Hey,
What?
let's send you a t-shirt. Maybe you can lay that back on there too. Cover up the John Bentz, okay?
Oh, man.
No.
I don't think you'll top me with my buddy Wes. We're wingmen, aren't we, Wes?
Yes, we are.
Yeah. We went out looking for women, and we talked to Cammie, and we talked to Amanda. And
Wes, did you have fun at the last festival you were at with Mr. Bentz?
Yes, we just start about still. And I'll do something fun with him.
What is that
uh,
you got on? What do you got going on there?
Show me your outfit.
I got kidnap gear. I got a firefighter helmet. I am co-captain for season 1.
Oh, man.
yeah.
I love it, man. That's awesome. What do you got there? You got a
that a
you got a
still
still,
beside
yeah,
it? Yeah,
Uncle
we-
Joey.
Yeah, with the hat.
No, next to the hat.
You got to still.
Is
You
that-
wanna hold it? Show
that-
'em?
Yes.
With
Hold
the
it.
phone.
Took around and got all the signatures on at the last festival.
Let's see.
yeah, that's the firefighter Moonshiner right there, boys.
Oh, yeah.
Very
yeah,
cool.
Wes. That is
I
absolutely
got
awesome.
mommy.
I love it, man. That's awesome. Wes, we'd love to get we're gonna send you and your mom a t-shirt of our podcast t-shirts there, but that's very cool, man.
Awesome having you on.
I know we're all jealous of that one piece right there, man. That's very cool.
Absolutely.
And I'm like that, it's a John's an interesting guy, but we love him too. So John, I'm gonna open it up for you to talk to Wes for a second.
Yeah, so the last time we met, we was running around down there together, and we was checking out women. So have you found your new girlfriend, Wes?
Yes.
Yes.
Tell them what you have going on at school about your competition.
No, tell me this. It's okay.
You don't want to tell them about your competition?
I'm gonna do it. I'm
Okay.
myself. I'm doing it by myself.
I'll hold the phone. You tell them.
After your whole phone.
Mhm.
We had competition at my school.
What is
What
the
have you been
competition?
doing?
I gave him high 5 hugs
Who high five and hugs?
with space.
What was the competition though? To get all the
All these hot ladies.
All the hot ladies?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I bet you're cleaning up, aren't you?
Karen, my man,
I bet you got a lot of them, didn't you?
I bet you give a man,
Mhm.
brother.
Oh yeah.
Do you put that special cologne on before you go to school?
Yes.
Yeah.
Got that panty dropper cologne. I got some of that. Listen, my wife will tell you, I got cologne I wear. She gives me that look.
Yes,
Like, what are you
yes.
wearing?
We
that
all
for?
got it. We
Yeah.
all got it,
That
bro.
special cologne, buddy.
Here's the
Yeah.
deal. T-shirt. If you send me some of the
Special cologne.
special cologne.
Yeah, I do that.
He wants your cologne so he can pick up a woman of his own. He has like 5 kids or 6 kids.
He don't need no help.
What?
Plus, yeah,
John?
buddy. How old are you?
20.
You're 20 years old, and
Yep.
what are some of the things that you love to do? What are some of the hobbies that you have?
I want to go up, be firefighter, make moonshine.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So you
Yes, sir.
want to be like John Bentz? Am I right or am I wrong?
Yes.
So-
Oh, man.
Wait,
Nope.
I got something. Cool. Shirt. I got his shirt too.
Let's see it.
Oh yeah.
I love it, man.
Got the shirt.
Awesome.
I'd wear it.
Yeah.
Look like a bra, so
It was like a half shirt.
it was. So that's very cool.
That's the shirt. That's Sean's shirt he got me.
I
Hey,
love it,
Wes,
man.
I noticed something that they didn't notice. What hat are you wearing, Wes?
What?
What hat are you wearing?
Wow, Bill.
Wow. Is it a Wild Bill?
and
hat?
Rachel?
We love Wild Bill and Rachel, man.
Man.
Big
Me
fan.
too.
Yeah.
Me too. I love them.
And Rachel are awesome.
And I
Shout
can
out.
tell you right now, Wes, I'm sure those guys love you more than you love them, man. You have impacted a lot of people's lives, man. And I'm proud of you. I don't know you, but I'm proud of you, man. So keep chugging
pushing
along.
every day, brother.
Oh, we hope to
Absolutely.
meet him though.
Yeah, we're gonna meet you one day,
Yes,
man.
we'll be at one of these festivals, Wes. Where's Wes from, John?
He's down from Tennessee area, correct, Mom?
Yeah, we live in Columbia, Tennessee. So
Okay.
Middle Tennessee.
So, Mom,
Okay.
I want you to get with Dylan here. I think you were communicating with him before you got on here. We'd like to get him. We got 2 T-shirts coming his way. And the one of the T-shirts looked like that character right behind me, right there.
Oh, it's all of us.
Yeah, it's going to be a picture of all of us, and the other one will say American Whiskey Man. And we appreciate you, Wes. We appreciate your mom allowing you to come on with us. And I'm going to let John, end it with you, man.
Like I said, when you came down and you started signing autographs and stuff back behind my tent, and you stayed with me all day almost at the popcorn, it was awesome. So that's why we had you back for the Maggie. And hopefully next year when we get down there, we'll do the same stuff. We'll cruise and pick up women again.
Yeah.
We did that. Yeah.
As long as the wife doesn't find out.
Well, Wes,
It's drives out there. I was stealer.
yes. Don't steal them all now. Don't steal them all. You got to give a little for Big Stir.
Wes,
listen.
I'm a single man. I need a woman too. Can I?
You gotta
Hold on, no.
now.
Hold on. I got a proposition here, Wes. Will you be my wingman?
No.
That's
Come and
John.
hang out with him anytime.
Whose wingman are you, Wes?
Mystic. I
What-
like Mystic. I like country songs, love songs for everybody out there. And Sean out there doing so much for making a song for my buddy Sean.
Yes.
Yep. He's my wingman.
He's my
Don't need a
whiskey
wingman.
man.
I'm married, but we're wingmen together, aren't
He's
we?
my whiskey man right there.
Hey, the heck with it. We'll all go winging together. Why
Yep.
not, man?
Well,
We'll do it.
We'll
with
just make a
Wes.
wing group.
Yep. We'll
Yeah.
How about we have whips together on the tailgate party?
Have ribs and a tailgate party.
Let's do it.
And root beer.
Yeah, and how about that root
Coca-Cola.
beer? Root beer?
Yeah, Coca-Cola.
Yeah. Have you done that root beer?
Anthony likes some of that.
I still have it up there.
I shouldn't, but I do. I mean, I drink it with my moonshine. I drink it with everything, really.
Lemon drying.
What's that?
Oh no! Remember you was gonna get me some root beer moonshine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do that. Working on it.
Yeah, root beer moonshine.
Coca-Cola moonshine.
Yep, Coca-Cola moonshine.
I love it, man.
Absolutely awesome, man.
Hey, Wes, I appreciate you giving us some time tonight, buddy.
Thank you,
I'll go
Wes.
around, let everybody say something to you, man. I'm Big Sturch, and I'm a huge fan of yours, and I hope that you keep chugging along and doing your thing. And I love you, man, and I appreciate everything that you've done for people that you may not even know that you're doing for, man.
Right.
So, Justice League.
Wes, I'm Justice League. It was nice having you on here, man. I love the outfit, love the hat. We can't wait to support you once you make it one day. You're wearing their stuff. We want to wear your stuff.
Yeah, we want to wear Wes's moonshine hat.
Uncle Joey.
Wes, it's been a pleasure to meet you, man. It sounds like from Mr. Bentz here, you guys had a hell of a time. You're an awesome person, and I agree with these guys. I can't wait to meet you in person, and we'll go rolling for chicks, buddy. We got you.
We good.
Yes,
And you're
We get more women.
this guy right here.
Thank you all.
Thank you, Wes.
John, you want to sign him off there?
Yeah, Wes, any day, any festival I'm at, you can come by the booth and we'll sign autographs together, take pictures together. You know, you're my wingman, so you can come by any day.
I'm a whiskey man.
Yeah, you're my whiskey man.
And my whiskey man too.
Yep, we'll go pick up ladies and get what. Now, he did stick me up on getting the ice cream. I'll say that. He didn't get any ice cream or icy, but he did take me and show me a couple good-looking girls.
That's all that matters.
Yeah, John.
Hi, huh?
Yeah.
Hi. Well, thank you.
Peace out.
Peace out, brother. We
Peace
love
out,
you, man.
Wes. Thank you. We love you, buddy. Thank you, Mom.
Thank you
You're
very
welcome. Thank you.
Thank you.
So,
Well, on there.
and just actually had a good comment on here. They said we're gonna have to make a benefit somewhere in Tennessee and let them come make a run, John.
If we can figure something out, we'll figure something out. I know I don't want to go into too many details, but I know there's something in the works in Ohio.
Okay, that's even closer.
I know that it would be a stretch for Mom and him. But you know, anytime Mom and him want to stop in with him, they're always welcome, and they know that. You know, like I said, this boy, it kind of changed opinions on everything. So, when it comes down to it, anytime he's around, I don't care if he even comes to the house. I don't play games on the Xbox. I watch Roku on the Xbox, but we'll play games on the Xbox. I don't care.
Right. Everyone has someone like that in their life that makes just that impact. And I'm so glad we got to meet him, man. That was awesome.
Yeah, thank you. Hey, for real, John, thank you for sharing him with us. It touches deep with me, touches deep with Big Sturge.
Oh, it does with me as well, like huge.
Yeah, we appreciate you sharing him with us.
Hey,
Like I
man, if
said,
you don't, you just don't watch it.
If it hadn't been with, you know, without, you know, Mom getting a hold of me, and then when we got back, we had a month to do stuff. And of course, that's working your regular job.
Yep.
But within a month, I got a hold of Tracy Bumgardner, which is WHIP, and I want to throw his company out there, Copper A Steel Company.
Absolutely.
If it hadn't been for, you know, him and Wild Bill jumping in on board, you know, we wouldn't have been able to do what we did. And, you know, kind of what we did is, I don't want to say change, but, you know, start the boy's life in a, you know, in another positive direction.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Hey, Anthony,
Yeah.
you ready for this one? Jason, you ready for one?
What?
Megan just commented. She said, "Thank you all. You just made a dream come true for Wes. He has been wanting to be a YouTuber, and now it's official. His first YouTube event. Thank you so much. Now I'm going to go cry."
We've already done it, Megan.
I'll tell you, man. It's
I had to walk off for a minute. Damn it, Megan.
Woo! I knew it was going to get you guys, but I had to read that comment. I had to read that for you guys.
John Bentz, thank you, brother.
I will say this, Wes. Nothing needs said.
We love you,
Dude,
Wes.
that was great, Wes. Like,
YouTube sensation.
If you guys want to do it tonight, man, it's shout out to Wes and his
yes.
family.
And we have 11 people in here right now. We've had upwards of 15, 16 people.
Ooh.
Everyone share this episode for Wes. Let's get him out there a little
Hey,
more.
Mom, does Wes have a Facebook? We'd love to see how many shout outs we can get from him.
I don't think he did. He's supposed to be getting a phone, so that's what Mom told me anyway.
Listen, he'd be awesome on TikTok. He'd be a cool TikTok videoer.
Here's Wes.
Yeah.
If you're listening,
you know what I mean?
Here,
People would love him on TikTok.
Wes,
man.
here's why you're in sensation, man. It's every day. People complain. People
take for granted.
People take for You know, people, man, it sometimes it's hard to smile every day. Sometimes it's hard to smile, man. But to just
People like Wes, that
people
put
like
that
you,
smile,
dude,
yep.
that just you just got to keep talking and keep moving and keep getting into people's lives. Like John, man, you impacted John's lives. We talked to you for 7 minutes, dude.
And we got
you
tears
impacted our
flowing.
lives, dude. And so my recommendation, which is just from the Big Search from American Whiskey Podcast, it's nothing, man. But is to continue to do what you're doing, dude, because you're so impactful.
John, you are an awesome individual, brother. The fact that you just touched that young man's life in a way that this dude is an internet superstar now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like this guy is he's an internet superstar, and the more we talk about him, the bigger he becomes. And a lot of us, I think, we take for granted every day what we got.
And so Megan commented back, and that's a very understandable worry there. She said he does not have social media yet. She's worried about people being cruel. Megan, and I will speak for American Whiskey right now. If there's any clips that he wants to share, you can send them to me. I will post them on our page.
Yep.
And
100%.
if anyone ever has anything negative to say, they'll be gone in a heartbeat.
Yep.
Yeah, it wouldn't happen.
You can
If he wants to post anything, send it to us and we will share it.
Yeah.
Same here.
Like it's more than just being cruel. People in this world are just outright wrong.
Hey, how about this, fellas? He might have to be one of our honorary members when we start doing some interviews. We'll start having him on.
I would love to have him on more often.
He would probably love
that
to ask
would
somebody.
be awesome.
You know what? Shout out to his mom. Tell him we'll figure something out. We'll maybe a couple times a month, once a month. I don't know. We'll talk. Maybe we'll do a segment with you.
Something. You know, this podcast I created. I've been podcasting for 6 years, and the number one thing that, and my wife can attest to this, these boys can attest to, is what I want. I wanted to make an impact, so I created American Whiskey. There's not been one episode that was more impactful than this one here for me.
Megan, well, I know where you're coming from, where you say you don't know if you can handle the haters and rude people. Put a middleman in there,
we got you back.
And let people filter that out for you.
John, go ahead, buddy. I got some.
I'll tell you. You guys always ask on your podcast what America means to you.
That's the one question I wanted to ask.
We were going to ask you. I'm glad you just wanted to hit it.
I said I would do this without the person on the other side telling us that.
Let's hear it, John.
I don't have to say anything else. That's that.
Amen, brother.
It is, brother.
There's no better way ending this podcast than this right here, guys. This. We live in America. We live in a place where, you know, at times it seems like we can't step into tomorrow. We can't, you know, go to work. We can't. We got to complain. We got to do this, man. And ask Wes what he thinks.
And hold on, Megan. There's no need to say sorry.
No,
you did not take over. We invited you because
we wanted you to take over.
Wes means that much to John, where other people were messaging us, telling us that Wes needed to be in here.
Here, let me explain this to Wes's mom. What's her name, Rachel?
Megan.
And Megan. I get into this depth of, and I think my wife might be even watching, and she's dealt with it for over 10 years. But, you know, Megan, what you've done, and the way that you've been and still being impactful in your son's life at 20 years old. My biological mother couldn't handle my brother. So we were separated from my brother. He had severe autism, and he couldn't talk, and he was taken away from us. And my sister and I are doing great now, and we have our lives, but we always wonder about him. And I want you to know your strength, and you know, you've encouraged so many people over your short amount of time with your son in those 20 years. And Wes has done the same thing. And I'm telling you right now, I know Uncle Joey, you know what I'm talking about. John, you know what I'm talking about. Dylan, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So keep chugging, and there's always going to be haters there, no matter what. Everyone sees them, and I guarantee that you do as well. But we want to just create American Whiskey to open up a platform for anyone, and that means anyone.
You're welcome here anytime.
Anyone. This is America. This is a platform for people in all aspects of life to put out their love and their support of things and their, disagreement of things and the things that it's hard to talk about because we're afraid of what people may say or do. But in all actualities, this country was created for the opposite of that. It was to be able to talk. It was to be able to create friends. Who would have thought John Bentz's best friend would be Wes? I mean, it's, so that's what I have to say. And kudos to you, Mom.
And
great job.
Hey, we need to get her and Steph together sometime.
Yeah.
Because she just commented back. She's also a special education teacher.
Nice.
Yeah, that's my wife.
So it
Shout
really
out.
hits home here. Anthony's wife is special education's teacher. My grandma that's passed away now, she was head of Special Olympics in Ohio. This hits home for us so much, and that is why we're so passionate about this.
We're going to keep, and you know what?
You don't understand.
Wes doesn't know or doesn't have a Facebook or whatever, but I hope we make so much fucking noise that he cannot help but see what people on Facebook are doing. So and
He's
YouTube
welcome
and
here
all that.
anytime.
Absolutely.
You are welcome here anytime.
So John, you brought a blessing into our podcast tonight. I want to thank you for that. We love you. I know I can tell you for myself, I love you, man. I have a great deal of respect for you. And brother, we're here for you anytime. And I'm gonna let the boys sign this off.
So Anthony, I was about to take that from you because I know that you're emotional right now, and there's nothing wrong with that. I think we all are right now. John, it was amazing to have you on tonight. Is there any takeaways you want to have before we end this, John?
Well, honestly, other than the moonshine side of it, I want to thank you guys for bringing Wes in because
Honored.
He has been a big part, of this, and also the fact that it means so much to him. So, I want to thank you guys for bringing him in, and hopefully maybe he'll have a podcast just like y'all. So,
Man,
hey, we will help him with that.
Jason, go for it, bro.
I will say this, and I don't mean to overstep, but
You're not overstepping.
he will be on this podcast.
He will.
again. Yeah.
No, that's not an overstep. That is a
He
statement.
can sit in and ask questions when the next, he can look in and see who we're going to have on. If he would like to join in on any of our interviews that we have, Wes, I'm sure you are more than welcome to come join the boys and ask questions.
So to take that one step farther, Uncle Joey.
Yes, sir.
John, I know you're very close with him. You're going to be there too. Megan, I hope you're still in here watching. Let's come up with someone we can interview
And let him
and let's let him manage that interview.
Absolutely.
John, we will be here as well, but I want you and I want Wes to facilitate that interview and to have a good time.
Yeah, let's find out
awesome.
who would Wes like to interview. Yes,
And let's try to make it happen.
Yep.
There's several that he's kind of close with, so it's kind of a dice roll at that point. But I think that would be a good episode.
So John, you get with them, you talk to Wes and figure out who he. Obviously, I think we know he would want to interview you, but if you and him are doing the interview, let's figure out who he would like to interview.
Awesome.
We appreciate you, John.
Guys, as always, man, we just appreciate everybody listening in tonight. This was a podcast that was not planned. I mean, as far as where it went tonight, I don't have a lot to say right now. And I appreciate my boys in here, man. Jason, I love you. Dylan, I love you.
Hey, before you sign off, one more question, John.
Okay.
Is Joshua Jones the father or Another fan.
He's his dad. Yeah, yeah.
Shout out.
Hey, listen, John, you're going to be ecstatic about this. He said, John, we love you. You get ready, you get ready to do a benefit in Tennessee. Let me know. I got you. Guess we are going to Ohio.
Awesome.
I know you were not expecting that, John.
No, it wasn't. And like I said, there is, some big plans in the future. So during those big plans, as long as the family is available, they will be involved.
I know we've stayed in contact a little bit, and I know you've messaged me. One thing you said in capital letters, big things are coming.
Yes, sir. Yep.
I know I can say I'm excited to see what you got coming up, John.
What's the dad's name?
Joshua Jones.
Well, Joshua Jones, Wes, John,
Megan.
You let us know what we can do.
Yep.
And
We're
we'll
here.
be there.
Yep.
I created this podcast a while back, and this is what it was. This is the identity that I've been looking for it. So, as always, guys, I appreciate you tuning in.
Thank you, John.
Great episode. I'm Big Sturge.
I'm Justice League.
And I'm Uncle Joey.
And we got
John Bentz.
And we are
American Whiskey.
Wes, buddy, this one was for you.
Hey, everybody. I appreciate you tuning in tonight. Thanks, John. We love you, buddy.
Thank you, guys.